I'm Karen Giannoni. Welcome to BBC World News. Our top story: the scale of devastation left by Hurricane Matthew is becoming clearer as it continues its path of destruction. This is the live scene in Florida. The massive storm is battering the coast. There are huge waves and winds gusting at nearly 200 kilometers per hour. Earlier, the hurricane devastated Haiti, where as many as 500 people have been killed and thousands displaced. In other news, the US Secretary of State, John Kerry, says Russia's actions in Syria demand a war crimes investigation.
And the regime owe the world more than an explanation about why they keep hitting hospitals, medical facilities, children, women.
And the Colombian president, Juan Manuel Santos, wins this year's Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to end more than 50 years of war with FARC guerrillas.
So hello, it's so good to see you here, but we only talk. So when I say hello, you have to say me back. I'm waiting. Just say hello to me. Hello? What's your name?
My name is Andrei.
Good to meet you, Andrew. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? Where, if you go to school, or where do you study?
Well, originally I'm from.
Excuse me?
I'm from Siberia.
Mm-hmm. Good.
But currently I'm studying in St. Petersburg for my master's.
Good. Very good. For your master's, and what is your major?
My major is computer science and computational science.
Good, good, excellent. So, and what's the purpose of your studying English?
The main point is I want to go abroad to study in a university in Netherlands, and they require this TOEFL test to be passed, so I can study there.
I see. I understand. So, we can start with, usually I have students, most of the time I have students for the Russian national exam, but today I have no idea why they do not show up. Probably some more students will show up later, but I will just right now, I got prepared for one type of class, but if you want to have the TOEFL test, then we can talk about the TOEFL test. So, first of all, I need to know whether you will hear the sound or not. If not, then I will turn the sound from another computer. Just hold on. You have to wait a little bit. Sorry about that, because I got prepared to a different topic. Okay?
Okay.
If you see, I need a folder with the TOEFL, but it will be, yeah, this one. Yeah.
Cambridge Preparation for the TOEFL Test by Jolene Geer. This recording contains tests and exercises.
Can you hear the sound?
Yes, I think I can hear.
Ah, very good. So I will show you the task. Well, I think that you can see it fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, think that we can keep on working.
Came the workbook at any time. Part A. Directions. For each question in Part A, you will hear a short sentence. Each sentence will be spoken just once. The sentences you hear will not be written out for you. After you hear it,
Sorry, this is not the correct. Just hold on. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
sentence, read the four choices in your workbook, marked A, B, C, and D, and decide which one is closest in meaning to the sentence you heard. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Fill in the space completely, so that the letter inside the oval cannot be seen. Listen to an example. On the recording, you hear,
"The new observatory is nothing less than outstanding."
in your workbook, you read, A, the new observatory is excellent. B, there is nothing outstanding to observe. C, you must stand outside to make the observance. D, his new observations are more outstanding than usual. The woman said,
"The new observatory is nothing less than outstanding."
sentence A, the new observatory is excellent, is closest in meaning to what the woman said. Therefore, the correct choice is A. Go on to the next page.
Well, I will switch into Russian just to make sure that you are with me on the same page, okay? And then we'll keep on working. Только для того, чтобы убедиться, насколько вы можете сейчас все это осуществить. Видно вам хорошо?
Да.
Слышно нормально?
Ну да, более нормально, в принципе, да.
Хорошо, значит, сейчас вы начнете делать тест. Я буду останавливать после каждого item of the test, то есть после каждого пункта теста я буду останавливать и спрашивать ваши ответы, ваши объяснения. На реальном экзамене, естественно, этого ничего не будет. Но я сейчас просто не хочу вас перегружать, потому что это очень сильное умственное напряжение. Хорошо?
Да, хорошо.
Alright, if you're ready, so we can go on to the next page. Okay. Alrighty, let's go on.
Now we will begin Part A with question number 1. Question number 1.
That was a nice gesture on Tom's part.
Question number 2.
Okay, so what do you think?
I think I couldn't hear. It was about chess, or
No, I want you to give an answer.
is it referring to the questions listed on the screen?
Alright, let's go back. Then you didn't listen to the directions. So listen again to the directions. So you have to be very attentive if you want to take the real exam. Everything was explained here. So you see, directions for each part. In part A, you will hear a short sentence. Is that clear?
Yes.
Each sentence.
Yes.
each sentence will be spoken just once. The sentences you hear will not be written for you. After you hear a sentence, read the 4 choices in your workbook, marked A, B, C, and D. Read the 4 choices, marked A, B, and C, and D, and decide which one is closest in meaning to the sentence you heard. Listen to an example. On the recording you hear, the new observatory is nothing less than outstanding. In your workbook you read, the new observatory is excellent. There is nothing outstanding to observe. You must stand outside to make the observance. His new observations are more outstanding than usual. So, the woman said, the new observatory is nothing less than outstanding. Sentence A, the new observatory is excellent, is closest in meaning to what the woman said. Therefore, the correct choice is A. Is that clear now?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so
I think I couldn't hear clearly what was on the audio. Maybe if you could put it on again.
all right, good. So right now you understand what is going to be,
Yes.
what is going to happen. So right now I will play the sentence for item of the test 1. I will play it over again, and you have to give me the answer. Okay?
Page.
Okay.
Now we will begin part A with question number 1. Question number 1.
That was a nice gesture on Tom's part.
I think the answer is D.
Now, first of all, you have to wait till the sound of the second question. And only after the sound of the second question you are supposed to answer. Okay, if you think that the answer is D, so please explain why you think so.
The woman said something about gesture, so I believe Tom maybe waved and she saw this gesture, and that's what she was talking about.
Well, that's a good guess. That's a very good guess. But at the same time, this is not the correct answer. Okay, but this is a really good guess. Well, I think that you need a lot of practice. The problem with you is, so where did you learn your English?
I used to attend some classes during my school years, and I had some experience living abroad, speaking English and studying on English language.
Yeah, very good. So please tell me a little bit about, first of all, about the school. I mean, the high school, the secondary school, where you learned your English in the first place. What kind of school?
I used to attend this language school called Lingua in my hometown. I started from beginner level and then achieved something like intermediate.
Very good. So you mean that it happened in St. Petersburg, right?
No, it was in my hometown.
What hometown did you live in?
The city called Nizhnevartovsk. It's in Western Siberia.
Okay, I understand. Good. And so after that, you said that you had the experience living abroad. So where did you?
Yes.
In which countries did you live?
I was an exchange student in Finland.
Good, excellent. For how long?
For 1 semester, so half of a year.
Very good. And what was your major there?
Computer science as well.
Good, excellent. I understand. So, that was all. I mean, that's it about your experience abroad, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So right now you see that TOEFL test is really different from everything which you did previously. Why? Because it requires not only the knowledge of the Russian English language school, like you said, Lingua. It's not enough to have the experience living in the country where people speak English. The TOEFL test requires authentic American language. Because they want to understand that you do not speak the European English. They want to be sure that you do not speak the British English. They want to be sure that you speak American English. So that is why I will play the first sentence for you over again, and I want you to be very careful, because as I said, your second guess was much better than the first guess, but still it's not the correct answer. I just want you to give the correct answer because I can see that you can give the correct answer. All right? So please listen.
Okay, let's try.
Listen for the first sentence over again.
For the correct choice is A. Go on to the next page. Now we will begin part A with question number 1. Question number 1.
That was a nice gesture on Tom's part.
Okay, what do you think?
So the woman said that was a nice gesture on Tom's part.
Absolutely. I can repeat it even for you, but it is not allowed, it is not permitted for the teacher, or even in the real conversation, you never ask for the third, or we do not even talk about for the fourth time. Usually it's possible to ask for the second time, but right now we are saying about the fourth time. So it was a nice gesture from Tom's part. So what is the closest answer?
So basically I think it's A.
Alright, I will explain everything in Russian and you will understand what is going on. Because you see, what you did previously was much, much better. Right now, you want to give up, and I don't want you to give up. Alright, so, женщина сказала, это был милый жест со стороны Тома. It was a nice gesture from Tom's part. Перед вами написано. Роль Тома в пьесе включала пантомиму. Том указал на напиток со льдом. Это было очень доброе со стороны Тома то, что он сделал. Том помахал рукой, когда он уходил. Какой ответ?
C.
Ну, вот вы видите. Никаких сомнений у вас нет, когда вы прекрасно точно все понимаете. Никаких сомнений. Ни D, ни A. И не забывайте, что тест несется со скоростью поезда. Пока вы будете думать о первом вопросе, уже будет четвертый вопрос. Вы пока только тренируетесь. Поэтому, пожалуйста, будьте внимательны. Еще раз, от вас требуется подлинный американский язык. Знание, это значит знание подлинных американских идиом, знание подлинного американского языка. Я вам здесь ничем пока помочь не могу. Вам будет очень и очень тяжело. Почему? Потому что вы знаете и очень неплохо знаете, но вы знаете другой язык, вы знаете европейский, английский, и вы только заканчивали частную английскую школу. Поэтому вам пока будет сложно. Продолжаем?
Да, давайте.
Alright, so number 2.
Question number 2.
We all chipped in for the going away present.
Question number...
I'm not sure, but maybe A.
All right, I will repeat it for you because I understand that it's really hard. So maybe later it will be easier. Okay, we all chipped in for a going away present.
Oh, okay. So we shared the cost of the gift, I guess.
Yes.
The D.
Right. Okay. So do you understand the meaning of chip in?
Yeah.
What is that? Explain in simple English.
Well, it's like when some people just share the price of the item of the gift.
Yeah, right.
Something.
But first of all, you have to say that this is an idiom. This is an idiom because you know that the word chip is like microchip. Is a small piece of wood actually. So when people chip in, that means that each person brings his own share. Okay, chip in. That's an idiom. All right. So number 3.
Number 3. Sue has a knack for getting people to donate their time and money.
Question number.
It's difficult to
I know.
hear clearly.
Okay. I will. Yeah, all right. I will pronounce it to you. That doesn't matter. Yeah, and do not forget that sometimes, of course, it is possible for me to find a really clear recording, but I never tried to find. I prefer a noisy recording. Why? Because not every computer, not every computer room where you will have to take your exam will be provided with good speakers, with good earphones or whatever. Because in my experience, what I heard, sometimes it was awful sound. So, and nobody will care that you cannot hear because of the awful sound. Why? Because if I say with the same noise in Russian, you will still understand what I'm talking about. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that's really good. And now I will pronounce you the sentence. And of course, I do not have the written version. I will pronounce it as I remember it. Okay, so Sue has a knack to make people give their time and money.
So I think it's A.
Yeah, that's very true. That's correct. Now, to have a knack, what is that? What do you think? Do you know how we spell the
Something
word?
special.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody showed up. Yeah. That's interesting. All right. So, to have a knack. To have a knack. You see, to have a knack, it's an American idiom. To have a specific quality. Okay? To have a specific skill. To have a knack. Okay, good. Now let's take some more and then we'll switch to another part. I mean of the TOEFL test. Do you feel comfortable with this test?
Yes, I do. It's just a bit difficult to hear clearly, but as you explained, it actually may be okay.
Yeah. Well, again, the problem is, and I'm sorry, I will switch into Russian because this is very important, and I don't want to waste time explaining that in English. Очень часто, когда учат подготовке к различным тестам, особенно к британским тестам типа CAE или CPE, или к американским тестам типа там GRE или TOEFL тест, все это делается вне боевой обстановки. То есть, типа, да, вот так вот, вот так вот. Поверьте мне, если вы хотите сдать на самом деле тест TOEFL, все, что вы должны делать, это нужно взять все то, что находится на официальном сайте TOEFL тест. Там у них есть тренажер, такой маленький аплет, который включаешь, и там все есть вплоть до говорения. Подгрузить нужно с сайта. И кроме этого там указаны книжки, последние издания. Ну, естественно, вы покупать их не будете, но вы знаете, что эти книжки выложены ВКонтакте. То есть вы можете последние издания, по-моему, там 4-е издание сейчас последнее, TOEFL тест, если я не путаю. И прорешать его, конечно, вот именно таким же образом, как я вам сейчас делаю. То есть полная нагрузка на мозги. Это очень сильная, серьезная нагрузка на мозги, но вот без конца и края нужно такое делать. А по-другому ничего не получится. Понятно, да?
Да, понятно.
Хорошо. Alright. Question 4.
Number 4.
Mark avoids driving on Friday nights because there's too much traffic.
I think it's D.
Hold on.
Question number.
Yeah, sorry.
Michael is driving on Friday nights because it's because of too much traffic. And you said, yeah, that's very true. That's a correct answer. Okay, you see, you're getting used to it. Good. 5.
Number 5.
Even though Janet doesn't watch TV often, she's watched it every night this week.
Question number.
I think I understood what was said, but I'm not sure if I can choose something from listed.
Why?
Because the person said that Janet usually she doesn't watch TV often, but the last week she used to do it every night.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what is the closest sentence to that?
Oh, well, then maybe A.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Good. Let's go on. Maybe a couple more and then we'll switch to another task.
Number 6.
It's been 15 years since Bill stopped playing the piano.
Question number.
C.
Good. Excellent.
7.
Peter and I seldom see eye to eye on politicians.
Question number.
Well, maybe it's B.
Why do you think so? Good. That's the correct answer.
I actually didn't hear the whole sentence very clearly, but I've heard that Peter and the other person they can't agree on something politicians, so I thought maybe the B would be correct answer.
So they said that Peter and somebody, I don't remember the name, they don't see eye to eye on politicians. They don't see eye to eye on politicians. Not to see eye to eye, yeah, that means that's again an idiom. They don't usually agree. They do not agree. They do not see eye to eye. All right. Okay, let's take the last one.
Number 8.
The price of tuna fish has doubled in 3 years.
Question number.
I think C.
Yeah, that's correct. Good. Now, you see, the problem is, as I can understand it, I might be wrong here. The problem with you about the listening comprehension is that you have to learn lots and lots of American idioms, okay? Because they're very, very unusual, and they use them a lot, and you have to know them. It's just like in Russian language, you know. Just for example, if you say to an American who lived in Russia for many years, and you just say to him, "Красная цена этому телефону 2000 рублей," probably he will not understand you. But every Russian will understand what you're talking about. You see? You understand the point?
Yes, I understand.
All right, good. So let's move to another task. Alright, so no, not this one. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay. Right now we don't have this part in TOEFL test. It used to be many years ago. Structure and written expression. We do not have it now. But it's really helpful for you to refresh your grammar, to refresh your vocabulary. Okay? So just read the directions. If you please read aloud.
Okay, so this session is designed to measure your ability to recognize language that is appropriate for standard written English. There are 2 types of questions in this section with special directions for each type. Directions. Questions 1 to 15 are in complete sentences. Beneath each sentence you will see 4 words or phrases marked A, B, C, and D. Choose the one word or phrase that best completes the sentence.
Okay, that's enough. Hold on. You don't need to read it about the answer sheet. Okay, and read the example.
For example, John Le Carre missed part for his novels concerning espionage.
Espionage.
Espionage. And the correct answer here is C.
Because he is famous. Okay, you understand, right? Now please.
Yeah.
Work on these questions. Just, I don't think that this is hard for you. Just do it real quick.
I have to say it out loud one after another?
Yeah.
So the first one is D, I think.
Just read the whole sentence with the correct answer.
Alright. Blood flow is controlled by the heart.
Yeah, good. Next.
When he was 15, DJ Stanford decided to devote his free time to anthropological study.
Good. Then
Not all birds fly.
Good. Number 4.
The construction kits consist of small interlocking parts. They can be fit together.
Good. Then?
The man who managed to obtain the documents is now a national hero.
Good. Then?
The western part of Oregon generally receives more rain than it does in the eastern part.
Good. Excellent. 7.
As for horses and dolphins, whales are mammals.
It's just like, you know, in the popular game. Is this your final answer?
I also consider choosing C.
Yeah, this is the correct answer. Like porpoises and dolphins, whales are...
It's correct, you know.
Yeah, like porpoises and dolphins, whales are mammals. Okay, number 8.
Okay.
Just please be very attentive because you need every point of the score. Never lose the points on these easy tasks. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So in the 18th century, coffee houses were used as meeting places by literary figures.
Good. And the last one.
Well, the Romans used central heating systems very much like today's do.
It doesn't sound today's do. Today's you can see that this is the possessive case for the word today. Today's that means
well,
yeah.
And then maybe the systems which are now.
Doesn't make sense. Just listen to it. The Romans used central heating systems very much like the systems which are now.
Very much like those of today.
Yeah, those of today. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah. Then we'll try another task. Just you see, you have to read the directions. Read the directions.
In questions 16 to 40, each sentence has 4 underlined words or phrases. The 4 underlined parts of the sentence are marked A, B, C, and D. Identify the one underlined word or phrase that must be changed in order for the sentence to be correct.
Okay, that's it.
Then on your answer.
That's it. You don't need to read further on. So read the example.
Could you please zoom in a bit?
Yeah, sure. Of course. That's too much, I understand. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, thank you. The balloonists who remained aloft in the air radioed the control center. And yeah, the answer is D.
Just read the sentence, the whole explanation.
The sentence should read.
Yeah.
The balloonists who remain aloft radio the control center. Therefore, you should choose answer C.
So the meaning
In
is,
the air.
yeah, the meaning is that it's just the repetition of the same idea when you say aloft and in the air. So the in the air is excessive. This is extra. You don't need it. Okay? So
Yes.
try number 16.
Should I just read it without the part?
It's not always without the part. Maybe you will have to change this part. I don't know. It's just if you go back to the directions that say identify the one underlined word or phrase that must be changed in order for the sentence to be correct. Okay. So, please.
Well, maybe then I think it should be this way. The spacecraft is traveling 50 times as fast as the speed of a pistol bullet.
Yeah. Right. As fast as the speed of a pistol bullet. Very, very true. Okay, take some more.
The traveler can reach some of the villages along the Amazon only by railboat.
Good. Number 18.
Natural predators disturbing from tourists and pollution have all been contributed to the decline of the California condor.
Excuse me, I was just looking on the different screen. Say it again, please.
So natural predators disturbing from tourists and pollution have all been distributed to the decline of the California condor?
No. First of all, the pronunciation of the word predator. Predator, I think that you know that's the name of a famous movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Predator. And then you see, you have to know the how can I put it? The American English grammar. It's again, as I said, the hard part for you is that you learned the European English grammar, and this is different. Just the person who learned the American English grammar will immediately see the differences in the endings of the verbs. And you see, American English should be, as they call it, the parallel constructions. And here you have disturbing and contributed, which is definitely not parallel. You see my point?
Parallel construction?
Yeah, parallel. It's called parallel construction. Just listen to. I will read it to you, and you will hear that in the sentence these two verbs they clash. Natural predators disturbing from tourists and pollution have all contributed to the decline of the California condor.
Well, maybe then you have to change the ending of disturbing.
Yeah, please, what is the correct version of this verb should be, as you think?
Disturbed?
Yeah, natural predators disturbed from tourists and pollution have all contributed to the decline of the California condor. So that's typically American grammar, American English grammar. Disturbed and all contributed. They never. It's so hard to use, the ing form and the ed form in one sentence. It's just hard. It makes you switch your mind switch from one verb form to another. And Americans, as they say, they're so lazy, they will not do that. Okay, but that's fun. All right, let's take some more, and then we'll have any questions here. No?
No, I think it's okay.
Please take some more.
Today, the number of people who enjoy winter sports is almost double that of 20 years ago.
Today, the number of people
who enjoy
winter sports is almost double. Well, yeah, you see, I'm trying to figure out your logic. So why don't you like this which? Because of people? But which is not for people.
Yes.
Which is not for people, it's for number.
Oh, okay. Well, the same number, well, maybe it should be this way. Today, the number of people which enjoy winter sports is almost double the same number of 20 years ago.
All right, I might be wrong here. Let me have a look. I think that I have the answers here. I'm not sure, but yeah, might be somewhere else. Yeah, you see, I didn't expect you to come, so I will find, but you will do the next item, and I will find the hard copy with explanation. Okay, so please,
all right.
Yeah, you will do the next part, and I will find the hard copy. Okay. So it's number. Yeah, you can talk. I can hear you. Fine. Yeah, you were right. It's about which and who. You were right. Yeah, sorry. I was just 3 people wrote to me that they cannot join the class, and I was distracted. Sorry about that. You were correct. Good. I'm very sorry. Today the number of people who enjoy winter sport is almost double that of 20 years ago. Okay, go ahead. Hello, Andrew. Are you there?
Yes, I'm just trying to understand the sentence.
What's the problem with the sentence? Again, you know, let me see. It's about 5 people cannot join the conference. I have no idea why. They just wrote me, and yeah, it happens sometimes. I don't know why.
It's not allowed to use a translator or something during the exam, right?
No, of course not. No. That's a very easy sentence.
I think I have to change something in B.
No. You see here, if you, I think that something will help you if you translate the sentence, something like that. Ну, сойские овцы, старая порода из существующих, мало изменилась за 3500 лет до нашей эры. So what is wrong?
Since.
The what? Sense? So what should be changed?
No, I don't know. I can't do this.
All right, just listen to it over again. Сойские овцы. Старая порода из существующих. Мало изменилось.
Oh, okay.
That's very easy.
I got it. The oldest breed of sheep is.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, it's just kind of fun. All right, take some more.
Voyager the second is a spacecraft which has greatly expanded our knowledge of the solar system.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, well, let's take this part, and then we're done for today. So, first of all, you have to read the directions. Okay, please.
In questions 1 to 30, each sentence has an underlined word or phrase. Below each sentence are 4 other words or phrases marked A, B, C, and D. You are to choose the one word or phrase that best keeps the meaning of the original sentence if it is substituted for the underlined word or phrase.
Okay, that's enough. Then you don't need to read about the censorship and so. Read the example.
Many women have made a mark on American art since the early 1800s. 1800s. So the the best answer is C, because many women have made a contribution to American art since the early 1800s. It's closest in meaning to the original sentence. Therefore, you should choose answer C.
All right, please.
As I think the answer is A.
No. Sorry, no.
Well, it's difficult because I know the translation of D and E.
Yeah, that's the problem. I see. So that's what I was gonna talk about with you. So the biggest problem with the students is that when you want to take the TOEFL test, you need to know a very new layer of vocabulary. And this type of vocabulary is just like, how can I explain it? Probably in the beginning I will switch into Russian, because it will take less time if I explain it in Russian. Но вы знаете, что тест TOEFL сдается для того, чтобы учиться в высшем учебном заведении Соединенных Штатов Америки. То есть, представьте себе, если вы американец, вы хотите учиться в нашем высшем учебном заведении. Ну, это значит, что вы должны быть готовы и знать определенный уровень слов, который совершенно не обязательно употребляется в речи обычных людей, ну, скажем, таксистов, я не знаю, медсестер. Это какой-то определенный уровень слов, который, ну, может быть, имеет научную терминологию, смысл такой, или некоторый возвышенный стиль. Ну, как бы можно было сказать, с русским языком сравнить, допустим, ну, если бы для американца проверять, то его бы проверили, допустим, таким предложением: грядет новый век. Понимаете, да? То есть в обыкновенной речи я не думаю, что вы с друзьями употребляете слово грядет. Правильно?
Ну да.
То есть это особый слой словаря, который вам придется учить. Вы должны на это нацелиться. Почему? Потому что вы собираетесь окунуться в университетскую атмосферу, в атмосферу университетских профессоров, которые, вы прекрасно понимаете, что у них очень своеобразный язык. И это их язык, грядет новый век. Они так разговаривают. И TOEFL тест, они хотят, чтобы вы с этим были знакомы. Значит, дело в том, что тут время подходит уже к концу. Дело в том, что это тест, который я вам показываю, 1984 года. Почему я его показываю? Потому что это было первый раз, когда я познакомился с тестом TOEFL. И я был просто потрясен. Почему? Потому что я работал уже тогда с американской компанией, переводчиком. Вот. И этот тест, именно этот тест мне очень сильно помог понять то, что требуют от меня американцы вживую. Именно то, о чем я вам сегодня говорю. То есть какая-то своеобразная американская грамматика и вот этот вот определенный слой слов. Но ведь что произошло? Вы понимаете, сегодняшний тест TOEFL ничего этого не имеет. Вот этих заданий, которые мы сейчас с вами делали, в современном тесте TOEFL, я его очень хорошо знаю, там ничего этого нет. И, конечно, на мой взгляд, вот как человек, который помогает людям готовиться, вам очень трудно только на тех заданиях, которые там даются, готовиться. потому что они другие. Сегодня другие задания. А эти задания, они были нацелены как раз вот на изучение грамматики, изучение словаря. А сегодня все обобщено очень сильно. Тест в обобщенном виде таком. Я не знаю, вы знакомы с форматом теста сегодня?
Ну да, я посмотрел.
Вот, но формат теста, он обобщенный, то есть он уже не требует, так как требовалось раньше, отдельно знание грамматики, отдельно знание словаря. Он требует от вас обобщенного понимания соединения кусков текста, без уже уточненного понимания грамматики или словаря. Но вот мне объяснить студентам, как готовиться, мне, конечно, гораздо удобнее вот на таких вот примерах. All right, it's been pleasure meeting you. Yeah. If you have questions, feel free to ask me.
На русском языке.
Yeah,
Можно?
sure, of course. Please.
В общем, что в том виде тест, который сейчас он сдается, там vocabulary, он не так важен. Или все-таки важен?
Нет, что вы. Там, понимаете, в чем дело? Там не то, что все требования остались теми же самыми. То есть вокабуляр это вообще номер один в языке. То есть мы говорим так, что если все то, что вы учите, это 5 частей, то из них 4 части вокабуляра, 1 часть грамматики. Немножко грамматики мы говорим. Материальная часть, материальная часть, материальная часть, материальная часть и немножко грамматики. Или матчасть, матчасть, матчасть и немножко грамматики. В этом суть подготовки. Но что поменялось? Если раньше тест нацелен был на проверку словаря и грамматики, то сегодня он не нацелен на конкретную проверку слов и грамматики. Он заточен на проверку больших кусков текста. Здесь же видите вот маленькие такие отрывочки, а там мощные куски, которые нужно стыковать между собой. Но требование знать слова, конечно, это на первом месте. Okay, any other questions? Yeah. У меня там на страничке есть место для отзывов, пожалуйста. Если есть какие-то пожелания, отзывы, можете оставить их на углубленном английском. Если есть какие-то еще вопросы, пожалуйста, всегда feel free to write. You know my email, and I will be more than happy to answer to all of your questions. Okay.
Yes, thank you for this.
It's been my pleasure. All right. No other comments, no other observations.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, maybe later. Maybe you'll have some comments or observations later. So feel free to write me anytime. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next Friday.
Wait, so you have like this kind of private lessons, right?
Yeah, I do. I teach private classes, right?
And currently, do you have some time in your schedule to?
Yes, I do. I have
put in.
I have a window. Yeah, I have a window. Yeah, but
okay,
you
so
see, Andrew, hold on. You know, my class is being recorded, so we started a very private conversation. If you don't mind, we can just talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You see, you understand, right?
Yes, I got it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, and I will be waiting for your letter. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.